4 drug couriers, including a former New York-based model, were sentenced Friday to jail for importing cocaine into Australia in a trip organized by a former Vice media editor. The men, disc jockey Jordan Michael Gardner, music promoter Robert Wong, event manager Kudi Basenusi and model Nathaniel Brandon Carty, were sentenced in Australia's NSW District Court on Friday, to prison terms ranging from 3 years and 4 months to more than 4 years for importing more than 44 pounds of cocaine with a street value of more than $16 million in December 2015. All told, a total of 61 pounds of cocaine was seized in the bust, which also ended with the arrest of Portia Wade, a 20-year-old woman who has pleaded guilty but has not yet been sentenced, the Sydney Morning Herald reported. The 4 men had been trying to break into the art scene in Toronto when they were approached by Slava Pastuk, who worked at the time as the music editor for Vice magazine, to work as drug mules, news.com.au reports. Carty, who previously modeled for companies like Puma, Adidas and Coca-Cola, reportedly told Pastuk at a Vice magazine party that he had always wanted to visit Australia, prompting Pastuk to tell him, "I can make that happen." Carty was allegedly instructed to take luggage from the United States into Australia, where he was later found in possession of more than 10 pounds of cocaine worth more than $3.7 million. Judge Dina Yahia said Carty was the most naive of the offenders for initially believing he was being given a free trip to Australia by Pastuk. A mutual contact later told Carty that additional luggage would need to accompany him on the trip. "I am firmly of the view that these offenders were exploited by people who were ruthless, persistent, and manipulative in recruiting them," Yahia said, according to the Sydney Morning Herald. The judge said she considered Carty's immaturity and lack of criminal background while giving him a lighter sentence. "He was completely out of his depth," Yahia said. A Vice spokesperson told the Post in February that Pastuk, whose real name is Yaroslav Pastukov, was promptly terminated following an internal investigation. He had previously served as the editor of their online publication Noisy, and was in charge of the music coverage for Vice Canada. Just a few months after his firing, the disgraced editor tweeted a friendly reminder that journalists are just professional snitches. Police in Toronto reopened its investigation into Pastuk in February regarding allegations that he tried to recruit journalists and artists into a cocaine smuggling ring while working for the company in Toronto, the National Post reports.